Today on the channel, we race into action with the DC McFarlane Toys Superpowers Batmobile.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane DC Superpowers unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got one I really wanted as a kid, and this will have to do for now. It is the Batmobile. But for all your DC McFarlane Superpower needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, the Batmobile, a classic one from the 80s line that I did not own, always did want it, just was never in the cards. The stars never aligned back in the day, but the stars have aligned now, and now I got one, and it's close enough, good enough to be dangerous, I would say, and a heck of a lot cheaper than the 80s one. There's no doubt about it. And of course, there's another thing there's no doubt about. It's we're going to do this review, and how are we going to do it? Well, we're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's look at the old Batmobile. How about that? That classic Superpowers look looks really good. DC Batmobile as well on the front. Looking good. That yellow and blue really does pop, as we know. Batmobile right there. Superpowers on the side looking good. And then on the back, you get a little description. You get a little, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on with this. Batman action vehicle, hidden rocket boosters, battering ram, and seats 2 figures. Of course, Batman and Robin got to sit in the cockpit, don't they? And then, of course, 12 and up on this one. So you 11-year-olds, get out of here. Don't even think about it. See you later. Goodbye. Got some fins there. Should be fairly easy to put together on this one. I don't think there's going to be a lot to it. Got a little plastic piece down here. Nothing in there. Nope, nothing in there. So we're going to get that box. You'll see you later. We're going to get this. You'll see you later. This, the old see you later, the old goodbye, and then we got the fins right here. Gonna open those up. There it is, looking good right there. Bam! See you later, goodbye. And there it is. We're gonna pop these bad boys on the back, like so. Just slide right in there, and slide right in there. So very easy to put together, very nice. If you were a little kid, that's super easy to do. It's not one of those ones where you have the big sticker sheet, all this other stuff you gotta put on here. It's pretty compact, pretty easy, but now seeing this in hand, of course, being a plastic-free packaging, you don't get the full vibe of what it is like you did maybe back in the day. And I guess back in the day, it was probably all in a box as well. But it looks similar, but it's definitely different. There's no confusing this one for the old one. It still gets the job done. It still gets the point across. It's just not quite the old one, that's for sure. But like they said, you got 2 seats here. You got the Batman steering wheel. Stickers already applied. Always a great day at the office when that's done for you. It does seat 2 figures, just like they said. You got kind of a bronze windshield going on this one here. Beautiful blue color throughout. It's got some black accents to it. Bam, right there, you got the button. It can hit that battering ram, so you come up from behind somebody and bam, just like that, pop them into the sky, send them to the moon if you need to. You got the hidden thrusters, things like that in the back. Very interesting. You got this whole top piece. There you go. You can pull this whole thing up. It does ratchet, you can hear. So you can pull this up, and then just like so, these do pop out. It actually does have a little spot here, so you could actually put a couple of figures in here if you really wanted to at that point. But it does pull up, pull out very easily. Very loud in the ratcheting on this thing. You can hear it. Very loud, which I'm not against, but you got the rocket boosters there for some extra power if you need to be. So you do got that as well. Got all the stickers in the back for the lights and kind of looks like flames back there. You got the extra attention to detail with the bat rims going on. It is a Batmobile, a classic Batmobile. A lot of people think of Batmobile, they don't go to this one. They usually go to the old school Adam West version or the Michael Keaton version. I would say those are the 2 most iconic Batmobiles, but I really enjoyed this one back in the day as well. But I think if I had to choose, for me, the Adam West Batmobile is the most iconic. I think it just depends where you grew up and what you grew up on. And I was a little kid watching Batman 66 in reruns all the time, so that was kind of the Batman I had. It was Kenner Superpowers and Adam West. Those were my 2 Batmans as a little kid. Of course, when I was, 8 years old or whatever, the Michael Keaton one came out, it was good, but it wasn't as nostalgic as these ones for me. For me, everybody's different, as we do know. But it does look pretty good. Of course, it does roll like it should. Just straight up, it makes all the sense in the world. It does what it's supposed to do. A very simple, easy toy. And we don't get a lot of vehicles. We get vehicles, we know. But we don't get vehicles like we did back in the 80s. And this feels almost like something from the 80s time frame, where you get vehicles for your play sets, vehicles for your figures, things like that. So I really like what this represents. Around $30, give or take, depending where you're at. Now, I could see this going on clearance. We've seen a lot of that stuff. I got the Batwing for $750. I got the Superman Supermobile for $750. I would not be shocked to see this for $11 down the road. It just depends how long of a waiting game do you want to play. That's up to you. You got to answer that yourself. But you put Batman in the old cockpit right here. Robin's going to ride shotgun. Never gets to drive. Poor Robin. But very, very cool. I like it. I'm here for this. There's no doubt about it. A good looking vehicle. Not bad for a $30 price point, and really does finish off the Superpowers look. There's no doubt about it. You get that Hall of Justice that I got to get that out of the box. This will roll right up to it, and they'll be off to business doing Hall of Justice things. No doubt about it. But a fun little car, fun little set. Not going to totally break your wallet. Really not a bad day at the office if you ask me. But what say you guys out there? Is this a pickup for you? Is it a long game? Is it a passing game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Of course, Patreon, your early access to videos like this. Early access to videos from both YouTube channels. So check out the old Patreon. Best place to support the channel, as you guys do know. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Batman, Robin, and the Batmobile, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.